Hey guys, it's Asian Truck Man here. Had some time to make a video today. Got a message from GMC probably about a month ago saying it was my 1-year anniversary of owning this truck, which I bought it used. So I just wanted to give you guys a review on this bad boy. And you know, we'll start out with something positive. Be straight up honest with you guys, this truck's been okay. And I say okay, and I mean okay. You know, the interior's held up really well in it. You know, I don't know who stuck these on my who stuck those on the center console of this truck. That's what happens when you have people that aren't vehicle savvy, because then, you know, I'm glad I found these, because then it would have been awful to try to get that stuff off. Yeah, you know, I guess, you know, just continue on here. The interior's held up pretty well on this truck. Yeah, as far as like rattles and stuff like that, this truck has actually been pretty good. I've had a bunch of these trucks. I've probably had somewhere between 6 and 10, and I know that's a wide variety, but some of them were company trucks, and then some of them were my personal trucks, and it's been pretty good in regards to that. Now, I'll throw this stuff away here real quick. Now, mechanically, this is a 2015. Let's talk about some of the flaws here with this truck. I've already had to put a radiator in this truck. I went to GMC, the website, and you know, they had a technical service bulletin out. This is a max tow truck, so it's got a little bit different radiator in it than say your standard Z71 truck. And so let's talk about this for a second, guys. The thermostat, which I replaced also right here, was faulty from the factory. So what it did is it opens and closes and creates a bunch of pressure in the radiator. And so the vehicle run number of the max tows with the different radiator is not that many. And my guess is they didn't have as many failures on this part number because there aren't as many max tow trucks out there. So what ends up happening is this truck still had the faulty part, but the technical service bulletin did not cover this radiator because it's different than your standard, call it Z71 Silverado Sierra standard non-max tow radiator. So what ended up happening is it cracked right down here, if you can see that, right down there on the sides, just like the trucks that did have that technical service bulletin, the early 15s and all of 14s. So what I ended up having to do was I went and bought a radiator. This is actually a non-General Motors radiator. I got this one from AutoZone with a lifetime warranty. I also went in and got a brand new thermostat from them as well, lifetime warranty. Reason I did that is my intentions are to keep this truck, but I'll be real honest with you. If we continue to have problems like this, I may trade it off or just sell it outright. Now, there's nothing wrong with the truck, but you know, whenever you're making a payment on something, the last thing you want to do is have stuff go wrong with it. This truck has already had, before my ownership, you know, General Motors had a condenser problem. And so this truck has got a new condenser and a new compressor on it too. It was replaced at about 36,000 miles. This truck has got right at 65,000 miles on it. You know, another problem that, you know, we're having here too is, and this seems to be a common issue with General Motors, you guys can probably see that transmission line down there. If it'll focus, I'm pointing at it so you guys can kind of get the idea. You guys can see that it's got residue on it. So it looks like it's got a little bit of a seep on it. So I called up, or I drove this truck down to a GMC dealership down here, and in my opinion that should be covered by a powertrain warranty because it's attached to the transmission. Without it, the transmission fails. And come to find out, it's actually not covered by the powertrain warranty, which is a huge disappointment. I plan on giving General Motors customer care a call to see if I can get that taken care of under warranty, because I think that's a little bit ridiculous. But you know, it's just a little bit disappointing. You know, the truck has also got a which, I mean, I've read in the forums, it's fairly normal. It's got a clunk on downshift. which is nothing severe. It doesn't affect the way it runs or anything like that. But you know, and I realize the truck's 4 years old now, and it's also got 65,000 miles on it. But I'll be real honest with you people. Had a bunch of these trucks, really hadn't had many problems with them. Typically with a General Motors truck, it's going to be electrical problems. Rarely, I mean, have I ever had like a radiator or a condenser or the thermostat or even hoses go out on a General Motors truck. They've always been pretty good. And I've had a couple Fords. I had a 2013 for work, and I had a 2015, and both those were excellent trucks. They replaced a parking brake on one, the 2015, you know, covered it under warranty, and then they replaced calipers on the on my 13, which that's probably partially my fault because I'm pretty rough on vehicles, but at least work vehicles, not personal. But you know, other than that, the truck has been fairly decent. You know, would I buy another 15? I don't know. I'm a little bit indifferent to it. You know, to have a radiator go out probably around 60, which I think I replaced around 60,000 miles, and have hoses like transmission hoses start to deteriorate around, you know, 65,000, and then have to already have a condenser put in. I mean, I guess we're good for the long haul, but I don't know if that's something that I'm accustomed to, especially for a truck like this, which, you know, this truck, you know, it's SLT. It's got a console in it, and, you know, it's got, you know, it's got everything on it except for a sunroof and the 6.2. And I mean, this truck was probably $58,000 new. Say you got it with incentives, it's still a $48,000 truck out the door. For it to have some problems like that, you know, and I think when those problems started happening, we're probably around 3.5, 4 years old. It's a little unacceptable to me. And I don't want to make this a negative video, but it's just kind of like a buyer beware, that these are some of the problems you might run into. Now, none of these have you know, left me stranded on the side of the road, but it's still stuff that, you know, I haven't experienced with General Motors trucks in the past, and maybe it's just this one. And, you know, I think that, you know, once all this stuff, once I've got that last hose resolved, I think we'll be in good shape. But that's just my 1 year review, and guys, thanks for watching.